All right, so the second mistake that I made in my business was relying too much on word of mouth. And pretty much every single creative relies on word of mouth to get new business. And that's a totally normal thing. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. But one of the drawbacks to relying on only word of mouth is that there's no real consistency. You can have periods of time where, yes, like you are getting very consistent work through word of mouth, but the reality is that you can't actually control when it happens. So even if you're getting referrals and you're working more regularly, there's going to be times where you're very busy, and then there's going to be times where it's very dead, and you're basically just sitting there waiting for your next word of mouth referral to come in. A lot of people can definitely get by with that, especially if you're a freelancer, but if you wanted to actually go beyond a freelancer and to grow an actual business, you can't just fully rely on word of mouth, because in order to grow a business sustainably, you need some sort of predictability in your business. And word of mouth referrals isn't exactly a way of creating that predictability. I used to be the type of person who believed that, well, my work is really good, so the work is going to come, the clients are going to come because my work speaks for itself. But when you rely on word of mouth referrals, there's no predictability. There's not a lot, it's not a very sustainable way to maintain a business. So because of that, I basically ignored other ways of outreaching to clients, because I always thought, well, if my work is good, the clients will come. Well, guess what? It's not very predictable. In order to create predictability and to lower the likelihood of having slow months, I needed to understand how to actually do outreach, how to actually do some marketing, advertising for my business. I couldn't just sit around, not post anything, not make any sort of phone calls or any sort of action and expect the clients to actually show up. There comes a point where having that lack of predictability is really going to hold you back from growing your business much further than being a freelancer.
Whether you are a beginner videographer or a more advanced one, I'm sure all of you guys have gone through the experience of feeling like a disposable videographer to your clients, not having a portfolio that's strong enough to qualify you for higher paying jobs. Clients always choosing the cheaper option over you. That is because 99% of videographers are too busy sitting there staring at their phone, hoping and praying that somebody calls to give them a gig today. And as a result, you're struggling to make a living as a full-time creative. I went through the exact same struggles. I was stuck in a cheap client cycle where I was working on a bunch of low-paying projects and just nobody really seeing the value in my work. And it was my dream to be able to get out of that cycle and start working on projects that were creatively fulfilling to me. That is why I created the Commercial Videographer Blueprint. It is the exact same framework that I use to land my dream clients, grow my video production business, and work on more creatively fulfilling projects. This exact same framework is what I use to be able to land one of my dream projects, where I was able to film a documentary that had Tony Hawk in it. In this course, you are going to learn how to create a portfolio that attracts your dream clients, learn how to get their attention, and then learn how to get them to see the value in your work, and learn how to get them to think that it is completely insane for them to work with anybody else. And you can get all of this today for $147. And to be completely transparent with you guys, this is my very first course. So this is going to be the beta launch of this course. What that means for you is you are going to get access to this content for a much cheaper price than I plan on selling it in the future. And you will have the opportunity to leave feedback on how I can actually improve the course. And as I'm taking all that feedback and creating a better version of this course, early supporters will be getting access to that new content for free, while new people will have to pay the updated price. And don't worry, if you guys think that the course is trash and you didn't get any sort of benefit out of it, then I also offer a no questions asked 30-day money back guarantee. So if you're ready to stop struggling as a videographer and you're ready to take control of your business and finally get clients to see the value in your work, then click on the link in the description below to learn more. Now back to the video.
So when you're running a business that has an unpredictable lead generation, basically, there's going to be those times where you are stuck in survival mode. So let's say, for example, there was a few months where I was very busy, everything was doing well, I'm making a lot of money, and then inevitably comes that slow month period. In that slow month period, I may start getting desperate because I'm in survival mode, and I may start taking on clients that I normally wouldn't take on because I just need to make money. So when you start putting all of your time into those low-paying gigs, you're basically just putting all of your energy into things that don't actually move your business forward. You're putting all your energy into things that are basically just meant to pay your bills. And if you're just doing those jobs that aren't needle moving for your business, then all that time and energy is being put into something that's basically just busy work, basically to just keep the lights on. And because it's not a needle moving project for your business, you actually just end up getting stuck. So there have been a lot of times where I was stuck in that and then just couldn't really move forward because I was too busy with the busy work. So if I were to go back and actually tell myself, here's how you fix the slow months that are inevitably going to come, I would say, instead of buying a new piece of gear thinking, oh, because I have a new kit, like I'm going to get hired on more jobs and I'm going to increase my day rate and so on, I would tell myself like, hey, just invest yourself into learning how to do more outreach, how to do more marketing. That way you don't have to rely on word of mouth referrals and you can actually build a sustainable lead gen system for your business.